It's getting towards the end of January. I'm here at Jonathan Dickinson Park, by the Loxahatchee River system, a little north of Jupiter. It looks like the cold weather is gone for the time being. Let me pick up my fishing rod here. I had to set it down for a second. Okay. It's supposed to be a high of 80 today, which would be pretty good. Last week we were only getting into the 60s. Water temperature feels pretty cool still though. It'll probably be that way for most of the week until we start getting consistently warmer temperatures. A little breezy out here at the moment. I'm going to be heading upstream, trolling a mirrodine lure behind me. Last few times I've caught a jack right here at the start of the trip, just beyond the basin where the launch ramp is. We'll see. I'll go upstream a little bit here and then may head a little downstream to where there's a narrow opening where I caught a couple of snook last time. Low tide's supposed to be around 12:30. I think we're in the middle of the lunar cycle, so I don't know that the extremes will be all that great, so there may not be all that much motion in the water. I'm not seeing a whole lot at the moment. It's hard to tell. The wind is blowing in my face and is blowing in the same direction that the water would be going out at low tide, so there may be a little bit of movement in the water out downstream. Not a lot at the moment. We get low tide at 12:30, then there'll be slack tide for an hour or so, and then maybe at the turn of the tide, 2 o'clock, 2:30, as things start to go back up the other way, maybe we'll get some action from the fish. We'll see, but it looks like it'll be a pretty nice day out here today. Very quiet out here. The wind has slowed down considerably. Not seeing very many birds. There's a great blue heron across the way there. It's one of the few birds I've seen. Now I see down there it looks like an osprey, but in general just not nearly as many birds as I typically see. I haven't seen any mullet jump. Had a couple of bumps on my line that I'm not sure what they were. I doubt they were jacks. Jacks tend to hit pretty hard. May have been just some weeds or a mullet passing by. It's looking like it might be kind of a slow day, but I'll hang out here a while and see if anything develops. Well, no fish, but some otters. You probably know where the fish are. First I thought they were possibly manatees or dolphins, but as I got a little closer I could see that that's what they are. Pretty big otters too. I bet they catch a lot more fish than I do, especially on a day like today. It's about 1:30. I'm waiting for the tide to change. Maybe something will happen. Maybe not. It may be just that there's just not enough movement of the water today to get the fish to be very active. Certainly not. The birds are not working in the water today as I've seen in the past, but I haven't seen these otters before. They've been working their way down this one shoreline to my left for quite a while. I guess they know I'm here and they're just showing off maybe. It's fun to see them. It's almost 3 o'clock and I'm giving up. It's been a beautiful day weather-wise. Not too hot, not too windy. Nice bright sun. But the fishing has been pretty much non-existent. I had a couple of bites. Caught a stickfish, and I'm not even sure that the bites that I had weren't sticks also. I'm going to turn around and head back to the boat ramp now. So unless something hits on the way back to the ramp, this will be a skunk. My first of the year down here. I've been doing fairly well, but there wasn't much water moving today. Tide is coming in now, but as I found down here, when the tide comes in, it just doesn't move as quickly as when it's going out. So I may in the future have to just look at those tide tables a little more and come here when there's an outgoing tide, and the stronger the better, because an incoming tide doesn't seem to do much of anything. I haven't even seen a mullet jump today, just a few small fish on the surface that may have been mullet or something else.